two disciples who were serving the lotus feet of spiritual master. The spiritual master was taking rest, and there were two disciples who were fighting amongst each other that who is going to do Pada Seva to the spiritual master. So the spiritual master was, oh, now I have to take rest. These two guys are fighting. The spiritual master resolved it. He said, okay, I have two legs. You massage my right leg and you can massage my left leg. Problem solved. So then the disciples, both of them were very happy. Okay, spiritual master gave me right leg. This disciple was very happy. Spiritual master gave me left leg. And they sat facing each other and they were massaging the lotus feet of the spiritual master, one on each leg. And then suddenly, one of the boys realized that he was massaging the right leg, and suddenly he saw that there was a mosquito sitting on the left leg of the spiritual master. But he saw that mosquito and he still didn't move it away. And this other boy who was massaging the left foot, he didn't notice the mosquito was there on the left feet of the guru. So the mosquito was biting and sucking the blood of the spiritual master. And then suddenly this other boy who was massaging the left leg, he realized, oh, on this leg of my guru, there is this mosquito. And you saw it and you didn't tell me? And then he somehow drove the mosquito away. And then he said, see now what I will do to you. So he came and he beat the right foot of the spiritual master. He just pinched the right foot of the spiritual master. And the spiritual master was like, ah! And then this boy who was doing the right foot, he said, how dare you are, pinching my spiritual master's right foot? Now see what I will do. And then he pinched the left foot of the spiritual master. And the spiritual master was in pain. But this is a pastime told by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That what is the purpose of our rendering devotional service? Are we rendering devotional service so that we can be higher, we can show to others that I am higher than you, or that I am doing better service than you? And if you're doing that service, I will make sure that you will not do proper service. Is that the way we are rendering service? Or is it the way that, let us do collective service for the pleasure of the spiritual master? That should be the mood with which we are serving. So whose body is ultimately getting destroyed by this kind of, in this example that we gave, the story that we said, whose body are we hurting? We are not hurting each other, but we are ultimately hurting the body of the spiritual master. The spiritual master is getting hurt by this kind of action, this childish, immature action of ours. The spiritual master is getting hurt. And we need to realize that. We need to realize our foolishness if we are trying to, find fault with another devotee. If we are trying to make a devotee look low in their service. Are we really doing that just to, is that activity going to be pleasing to Guru and Krishna? Definitely not. It is a horrible way. If we are trying to put down another person, it is the most degraded way of, trying to, attract the mercy of Krishna. It is the most degraded way. And Krishna will not be able to give his mercy to such, practitioners. He will not be able to give. So we must be very, very careful that how are we not only interacting with Krishna, but how are we interacting with each other? Treating everyone with love and respect. giving all respect to others and expecting none in return. Only then we can really chant the holy names continuously. This is Mahaprabhu's basic teachings. This is his teaching, the Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. Amanina, having no expectation at all for receiving, forget love, respect, anything. We don't expect anything. But let us give everything else to others. That is where we can really please Krishna. And we will be able to chant the holy names in that condition only. When we are genuinely trying to develop this kind of attitude, only then we can chant the holy names without stopping. So these are the practical aspects of devotional service that Lord Chaitanya has been describing in this entire chapter, and trying to understand, that how important it is to follow the rules and regulations, and at the same time trying to cultivate a loving relationship with Krishna, with the spiritual master, with the devotees. It starts by developing, loving relationship to Krishna doesn't come just automatically. How do we start? Rekindling our lost relationship with Krishna. We started by reawakening our lost relationship with devotees. Trying to develop loving relationship with devotees, trying to develop loving relationship with the Guru. Then it will become easy to develop loving relationship with Krishna. Right now we can't even imagine, at least I can't imagine, to develop loving relationship with Krishna because I know what condition I am in. But I have some hope that I can try to develop loving relationship with at least the Vaishnavas. That somehow by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, if I can, have good relationship with devotees, then Krishna, being pleased with that effort, he will give me some kind of an outlet where I can develop. I have some hope of developing loving relationship with Krishna. So that is the beauty of devotional service. It starts with basics and following of the rules and regulations, following the 9 processes of devotional service, starting with Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. All of this is extremely important. Yes, in this chapter we did learn about bhakti, of spontaneous love towards Krishna, and that is the ultimate goal, no doubt about it. But the way that we can reach that ultimate goal, that has to come. It has to come by the mercy of Krishna. When Krishna will be pleased by the regulated devotional service that we are rendering to him, he will reward us by giving us spontaneous, unalloyed, uninterrupted love towards him. That is the secret of Raganuga Bhakti.